My niece smashed a brick into my daughter's face, and my entire family laughed and cheered, so I destroyed every single one of them. My sister Vanessa has always been the golden child. Her 10-year-old daughter Brittany was an absolute terror, the family princess who could do no wrong. My daughter Sophie, 8, was quiet and gentle, always treated like she was less than. The barbecue was for my dad's 60th birthday. The kids were playing in the backyard while adults drank on the patio. I heard Brittany's voice. "Sophie, come here right now." Sophie walked over hesitantly, clutching flowers she'd picked for my mom. "I told you to come faster when I call you," Brittany snapped. "You need to listen to me better." "I came as soon as you called," Sophie said softly. Brittany's face turned red. "Don't talk back to me. I'm older than you, which means you have to do what I say." I started to get up, but Vanessa grabbed my arm. "Let them work it out themselves. Brittany's just teaching her some social skills." That's when Brittany picked up a decorative brick from the garden border. "Next time when I speak to you, listen to me," she screamed, and hurled that brick directly at Sophie's face. The sound it made when it connected will haunt me forever. A wet, horrible thud, followed by Sophie's piercing scream. Red liquid exploded from her nose and mouth as she fell backward, the flowers scattering around her. I ran to Sophie, who was sobbing and bleeding profusely. Her nose was clearly broken, her lips split open, but Vanessa started clapping. Actually clapping. "That's my girl," she shouted, beaming with pride. "That's how a real queen should act. You don't let anyone disrespect you, baby." Brittany stood there with arms crossed, looking satisfied. She should have listened to me the first time. Now she knows better. I confronted Vanessa, shaking with rage. "Your daughter almost unalived my child with a weapon. Look at Sophie's face." Vanessa rolled her eyes. "Stop being so dramatic. Kids play rough sometimes." Brittany was just establishing boundaries. My mother walked over, looked down at Sophie bleeding and crying on the ground, and snorted with disdain. "Well, tell your pathetic daughter how to respect her superior," she said coldly. "Brittany is older and more mature. Sophie needs to learn her place in the family hierarchy." Uncle Dennis nodded from his lawn chair. "Finally, someone's teaching proper respect and discipline." The paramedics confirmed Sophie's nose was broken, needing stitches for her lip and possible concussion. As they loaded her into the ambulance, my father finally spoke. "Please bring us some beer on the way back. We're running low." Sophie's surgery took 6 hours. Broken nose requiring surgical reset, 12 stitches in her lip, severe facial damage. While she was in surgery, I made phone calls to a lawyer, to Child Protective Services, to a private investigator. Over the next 3 months, I quietly gathered information on every family member. Uncle Dennis hiding debts from his wife, my father facing an audit at the veterans charity he directed, my mother collecting disability while posting photos of herself hiking, Vanessa and Troy facing foreclosure, and Brittany's school records showing 7 violent incidents this year, including hospitalizing a kindergartner. 4 months after the barbecue, I returned to my parents' house on Sunday evening. Everyone was there, exactly as I'd planned. I walked in carrying expensive craft beer. "You remembered the beer," my father called out. "What took so long?" "Sophie needed surgery, physical therapy, and counseling. Plus, I've been meeting with lawyers, police officers, and social workers." The room went quiet. "Before we get to the beer, I wanted to share some information." I opened folders and started handing out documents. "Dennis, your divorce papers showing the $50,000 in debt you've been hiding and the second mortgage. Mom, your social media posts. Interesting for someone collecting disability for a degenerative spine condition. Dad, documentation about the audit at the Veterans Aid Society. Vanessa, Troy, your foreclosure documents. And Brittany's school records showing 7 disciplinary incidents, including hospitalizing a 5-year-old. I turned back to the room. I filed assault charges and civil suits. CPS completed their investigation. I've provided all this to relevant authorities. Everyone leaned forward desperately. "But I'm willing to make this all go away under one condition. You will never contact Sophie or me again." "We're family," my mother whispered. "No, family doesn't laugh when a child gets assaulted. Family doesn't ask someone to pick up beer while their daughter is in the emergency room." I picked up the beer. "I think I'll keep this."